trying. Oh, Dan, I told you, he'd pick him up and slam him to the...
For years, he had been the man who could lift another human off the mat and send them crashing into oblivion. The king of slams, feared for throws so violent they were replayed for decades. He'd built a career on raw power, relentless aggression, and the swagger of a man who believed no one could truly hurt him. But across the cage that night stood Jon Jones, a young, dangerous lion with an unshakable calm, a reach like a spear, and the hunger of a predator who had never known defeat. The opening moments told the story. Jones circled just outside of Rampage's power range, using his long arms like measuring sticks, pawing at the guard before snapping in sharp jabs. When Jackson tried to close the gap, Jones punished him with slicing elbows from awkward angles, forcing him to reset. In the clinch, the younger man's leverage was suffocating. Shoulder strikes, knees to the body, and short hooks that thudded into ribs. Midway through the second round, Rampage gambled. He ducked under a jab and charged, locking his arms for a takedown. The crowd roared. A slam was coming. But Jones widened his base, dug in underhooks, and with a twist of his hips, turned the attempt into a dangerous position for Jackson, nearly trapping him in a guillotine. Moments later, Jones lashed out with an oblique. Johnson repeatedly attacked with kicks, his strikes as powerful as a sledgehammer, seemingly stunning his opponent. Several times he landed precise kicks to the head, forcing Jackson onto the defensive. Then Johnson shifted his focus to dangerous knee strikes, blows capable of breaking a fighter's leg, a technique he had used several times throughout his career. But Jackson refused to give in. He answered with punches, kicks, and knees of his own, though his age showed and his power lacked the same impact. At one point, Johnson unleashed a perfectly timed, devastating kick straight to Jackson's jaw. Without hesitation, he followed up with a takedown, dominating on the ground and delivering a flurry of strikes to seal his advantage. Kick that forced Rampage backward, grimacing. Still, the veteran fought on. He threw looping hooks trying to catch Jones stepping in, and at one point exploded with a blitz that backed the champion to the fence. By the fourth round, Jackson's movement had slowed. His attempts to close the distance grew desperate, lunging jabs, half-committed shots at the legs, each met by punishing counters. Finally, Jones snapped the trap shut. Feigning a punch, he dove for a takedown, dragging Rampage to the mat. Within seconds, he had the back. The rear naked choke sank in deep, and the king of slams, trapped in the coils of a younger predator, had no escape left. The roar of the crowd sealed it. The reign had ended.